Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Good to be with you. I'm slowly recovering from 18 shows in a row, 18 days of movement. And it's kind of amazing to be able to do this and just see the lives that God had touched through that intense period of ministry. And so today I'm out just taking a walk. It's a gorgeous day in New Jersey. A day like this, in the middle of, I guess we're in the middle of August right now. It's kind of a gift when you're in the Northeast. No humidity, some pretty bright sunshine. I don't know, maybe it's high 70s, low 80s, but it's just gorgeous. So I'm by this river, and I was just thinking about a devotion that I wrote actually a little while ago, but just published in the last couple of days, about blessings and about I was out on tour with another band, and they have a song called Count Your Blessings, and then it's kind of taken from the old hymn, count your blessings, name them one by one, name them one by one, count your many blessings, see what God has done. And I'm thinking about that, the lyrics, and I'm thinking about just the blessings that we have in our lives, and being out on the road for that 18 days, every night, pretty much, with the exception of a few, I gave an appeal for Holt International. If you guys don't know what Holt International is, it's a child sponsorship organization that I work with, and we get kids sponsored and we see lives changed, and we have people sponsor kids by giving them food and clothing, clean water, health care, and literally saving their lives for $39 a month. So if you wanna do that, let me know. I'd be happy to chat you through the process. It's pretty simple, and it does indeed save and change these kids' lives. But I was thinking about what our blessings are, and looking at literally just walking around today, this morning, and just looking even at this, like what a blessing this is, and what a blessing it is to be able to just to be able to get out in the morning and walk around. A couple of times over the course of this tour, I had you get to a point in the show where everything just kind of settles down, and we start listening to, it's usually like towards the end of the night, I'll play Good Father sometimes, or I'll play a hymn. And if we're outside, it's kind of a moment to just kind of bring all the volume down and just listen to God's creation in the midst of our worship, and to listen to God's creation worship the Creator. And it's kind of a cool moment, something that I actually look forward to when I'm playing these outdoor events, and just listening to the Father and listening to what is, even right now, like you can hear it in the background, like everything is just crying out to the Father and recognizing His majesty and His beauty, and acknowledging who He is. And we have this way of experiencing, I guess is one way to put it. And so it's kind of amazing to be able to just kind of think about that. And so anyway, getting back to that thought and that message, of blessings. And so count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So part of the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because oh man, there's a mosquito biting me. In my appeal for child sponsorship, there's a point in the night where, a point in the appeal where I talk about, I'm holding up this kid and I'm talking about what their life is like, where they live. Like they have to walk 30, 45 minutes to get clean water, and food is always an issue, clothing, healthcare, like all of these things that we almost take for granted every single day. They're an issue for a lot of kids that are struggling with this, and a lot of families that are struggling with this. And so I get to this point in the show where I talk about this, and I tell a story about when I was on tour down in Florida, and I had an afternoon where I had to go. I usually stop at a grocery store when I'm on tour so I can get some more healthy food than just fast food every single day or something like that. So I'll stop in a grocery store, get some fruit, maybe a salad, some granola, stuff like that. And so I tell this story about when I'm on tour and I was walking through a Publix down in Florida. And let me switch hands here. And I literally stopped in the center of the aisle. There was nobody in front or behind me. And I stopped in the center of this aisle and I just looked at what was surrounding me. And I was amazed. I was like, wow, if I took one of these kids and brought them to this supermarket, what would their reaction be? And to be honest, their reaction would be one of complete and utter awe. First of all, that we live in a place that has this type of excess. And so telling that story, I'm thinking about it, but just to relate back to the day that this happened, I was like, wow, we are so blessed in this country. We're so, it's just so amazing to live here. And so just coming back, count your blessings, right? So yes, think about your blessings in your life. Okay, for me, a couple of great kids, a wife that loves me, a ministry that is actually working, my health, a car, a bed to sleep in, my house, all of this stuff that just continually reminds me of the goodness of the Father. And then, yeah, we can totally get wrapped up in our dilemmas and the stuff that kind of just gets in the way of our blessings. And there are faults all over the place, but I choose not to get wrapped up in the faults, not to dwell on them. We have to deal with them, obviously. And everybody's got them. Don't think you're an exception. But I choose not to dwell on those. And I choose to thank God in the midst of all of it for the blessings. And, we've been talking about this a lot at some of the shows. I've been playing Even If Not a few times and all this kind of stuff. And talking about the stuff that gets in the way of our walk with God. And talking about, I play Even If Not, and we talk about, look, even though things sometimes are disastrous, can we still say thank you, God, for those? And look, I don't know your situation, and I know I've been in situations where I'm like, how can I possibly say thank you, God, for this right now? And yet, in the midst of it, He works all things for His good and for His glory. Hard to come to grips with that sometimes. But the idea of this devotion is to just talk about blessings and to talk about how our blessings are bountiful and abundant and plentiful in our lives. And so God, in his incredible goodness, continues to just shower us with blessings. Even just sitting out here right now is an incredible blessing. Being able to talk into this device, while looking at, and I've got a river over here. I'll take a shot of it later, but man, it's just beautiful here. So anyway, I launch these on Saturdays. Part of the idea of launching them is to maybe have us take a step back and think and listen to God as he speaks to us, as we meditate on him and his promises. And so maybe the meditation today is, God, thank you for the blessings in my life. It's not perfect. It never will be. But thank you for the blessings in my life. And so that is what we're talking about today. Blessings. All right. So count your blessings. Name them one by one. Count your blessings and see what God has done. Absolutely amazing. So prayers up for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this ministry. Two things. One, if you want to sponsor a child, let's do it. Head over to sponsorachildnow.net and you can get involved that way. It's $39 a month. But if you want to help us sponsor a kid, if you want to partner with us and help us sponsor a child, we've got this kind of digital membership in our Join Days Band community. And what happens is when you join, it's $10 a month, right? The first $2 of your membership goes straight to helping us sponsor a child. The balance goes over to helping us keep this ministry going. And so it's a great kind of entry-level membership into what we do. And you can just go to joindaysbandonline.com and sign up there. If you can't quite get to that $39 a month, totally get it. $10 a month. You can help us sponsor a child, and you can help us keep this ministry going, and you get access to some amazing stuff. All the downloads of my music, all the devotionals, all the Bible studies. It's just a great place to be. So head over to joindaysbandonline.com to get started there. But today, count your blessings. Really, just sit for a minute and count them. Like, thank God for 5 things in your life today. Just have a chat with him and talk about that today. All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. So amazing to experience the blessing of the Father with you all in this community. All right. We'll see you soon. See you on the next one. Take care.